Hi, my name's Robert David Wheeler, and I'm a carer for someone with a severe mental illness. I am looking to set up a project called the Fog of Care Project that is going to advocate and stand up for carers of people with severe mental illness. I do this, and I've been trying to set this up for a year now, and it's difficult because you can't find the time. And I've decided I want to make it my actual occupation because um, I've reached the end of my tether. In the last few days, I've been trying to get help for the person I care for. They'd only just come out of hospital. Within hours, they were relapsing much worse than they'd ever been in hospital. And it is just an impossible situation. I got to the point where the person I care for was actually placed on a section. They were on a section 3, and I had to wait 8 hours from them being assessed in our home and being placed on the section 3 before someone came to collect her that were appropriately equipped to take her to a hospital. It is impossible, and people all over the UK are going through the same experience, and they're quiet and they're humble and they're not making much noise. Maybe because they don't have the energy to do it. Maybe they don't have the time to do it because you're too busy caring or trying to juggle a job. And I've had enough of it. I don't want it anymore. I want to be the person. I can't just be speaking for myself. I want to speak for everyone. I want to go out and I want to tell people in public, on TV, on the news, across the media, in the newspapers, on radio. I want to be the person saying this is not right. It's wrong. And the people like myself, noble, good people that are having to work with a system that is apathetic, that is often causing more harms than it's doing good, we need to be listened to. Because so often, we people who care for our loved ones, who are being diligent, who are being careful, who are doing everything we can, are having the finger pointed at us because the person is so unwell, they make an allegation, and or they won't cooperate, and we're met with a lot of, well, it's hard, we don't can't really do much. No, that's not good enough. We spend millions and billions on mental health care in this country with terrible results, with the wrong results that are inexcusable. It can't go on. It's wrong. We cannot have people resting on their laurels. We don't need money to do all of these things. Sometimes you just need to make better decisions. I have today spent all day trying to argue for the person I care for to have the phone taken off of them. I know the mental health care system in the US. In the US, I don't know if there is a hospital where they allow them to have their phones. Why, if someone's delusions are being fed, for example, by social media, would you allow them to have their phone? How much does it cost to take someone's phone off of them? You're taking care of them. What about the things they can do on the phone with access to their bank accounts? Today, I'm looking at the prospect that the person I care for has lost the majority of their savings because we could not get her phone removed from her when she was unwell. Why? Why? And then it's oh, whoopsies. Why do we listen? Why aren't we looking at the notes? Why are we getting people with repeated contacts with the services where they can't see the notes? Why is it that if you get sick in the north of the country in one county and you then travel to the other end of the country in another county, no one can see the notes? Why is that? These are simple things. We can fix this. Why do we have to explain over and over again? Why isn't there a continuity between systems? Why are we complaining about having people in beds and not enough room in the hospitals when what we do in the hospitals is so marginal? It's not proactive. Why are we looking at people going into hospitals, pondering around. Why aren't we getting to the bottom? Why don't we have psychoanalysts, psychiatrists, people saying, what is going on with you? What is your history? Why do we just let people poodle around in there and then come out and then go back around the system and come in? Why do we rely on random medications that we don't know how they even work? The best medication, the two best medications that are widely regarded in mental health care are aripiprazole and lithium. Lithium is called the gold standard. Nobody knows how it works. Why have we not figured out how it works? That might cost more money, but maybe if we knew what it was doing, we might be able to treat the root cause. But we're not doing that. We are churning people around, and I am at my wit's end, and so are thousands of families around people who are unwell, who are not being protected from themselves. And that is why I am asking people to put their faith in me, to say, this guy is genuine, he cares, because we've got tons of politicians that are career politicians. Some genuinely care, but most are career politicians. Make me your advocate. Make me the person that goes out on TV. Make me argue for you. So it's not just me yelling at one person down the phone or trying to be as polite as you can and saying, no, do this for me. And then you get regarded as pushy. Maybe the local mental health team think, oh, you know, they'll say, call us whenever you need to. But then you call a few times. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, here we go. He's making our job hard. No, we have to push back. We have to unite. Fog of Care project is where I am going to do what I can do. And I am swamped. I'm just to try and keep on top of looking after my person that I care for occupies all my time and energy. And then I have to try and keep a job going. I need to make this my vocation. I need people to get behind me and let me get out there and shove this right in the eyes of everyone, because I know that there are people right here now feeling my frustration. There are people that know other people that are feeling my frustration and dealing with this ridiculous system, which is apathetic, useless, and the outcomes are random, and I've had enough of it. How can it be that someone can leave a hospital, clearly be unwell, and it take days to get them back in? How can the process be so slow? It's not acceptable. It can't happen anymore. And we have to empower people like me who mean it with my heart and with my soul and will not give up on the person I care for. So I am asking you to come behind me so I can do what needs to be done, and I can put myself in the public eye, and I can make people listen to me. So I want you, British people, stand behind me and help me bring us what we need for our mentally ill people, so we can care for them like we should do. The Fog of Care project is what I'm going to do. It is going to be my life's work, and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make everyone listen to me. I'm going to make the news listen to me. I'm going to make the BBC listen to me. I'm going to make the Daily Mail. I'm going to make GB News listen to me. All of you are going to listen to me. We have to change this system where people are coming to harm. People are being raped. They're being abused. They're losing everything. They're ending up on drugs. They are getting diseases. They are dying. We have to change the system. We have to listen to the people who are meek. And I ain't going to be meek no more. I ain't going to be meek no more. I'm going to change it. Listen to me. Get behind me. We're going to make this happen. Fog of Care. We're going to do it. Support me now. Please do it. Do it. Get behind me. Now is the time. We are going to do it. No more of this nonsense. Anyone that supports me and helps me deliver this message for the noble people that are trying to support people in care, any one of you, I will always be grateful. These people, most people have no idea what we go through. None. Well, now it has to change. So support me. Make this video go viral. Show people the reality of the absolute misery we are going through. Because we can change it just with a little bit of common sense. Easy things that don't cost money. Don't cost money. They don't cost money, and we can do it. So get behind me, because I need you all. I really need you all.